Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well. Warning guys, this is going to be a bit of a rant video, so be prepared for it. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link that's down in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can see some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the animation that's coming up here, along with Admiral and Umbro claret and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts. There is a sale on for the Admiral gear at the moment, and they've got some new retro shirts in, so go check those ones out. Cheaper than the club, at least £10 cheaper than what West Ham are trying to hook off for the for lack of a better way of putting it, hook you in for the retro gear, guys. So go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly onto Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity within the Newham area that are helping those in the same area that are relying on food banks. You know, there's a lot of people, unfortunately, and I'm sure even with everything starting to settle down with COVID now, I'm sure there's going to be a few more people that are going to need to rely on it. So guys, grab yourself a bargain, grab yourself a really nice shirt, and go help those that are less fortunate than you and I. Now, as I said, this is a bit of a rant of the video, so apologies for that. It's not clickbait in any shape or form, but genuinely the fan base needs to wake up and understand what's going on, right? All this criticism I've seen about loan to buy deals, understandable given the financial position. Guys, for those that have been watching this channel for a good few years now, you've seen what I've discussed about the accounts, bearing in mind how much in debt the club is. Over almost £250,000 in, that's right, £250 million, it's about 246, I think it was, almost £246 billion in debt. 98% of that is admin fees for the 1920 season. Now, it's great to see that reliable sources, some irritating, but still reliable sources, are saying that there is money available. Now, we know from January there was 60 million available. It's dropped down a few million now since then. You know, you and I have done our own mathematics behind it of how much roughly we would be able to get in and stuff. So there is money available. But we are 2.5 weeks away from the start of the season, and it's absolutely fucking pissing it down now. It's literally just downpour. So if you can hear the rain, you probably can't. No, the microphone's not picking up. But if I do seem a little bit distracted, it's because there's an absolute fucking torrent going on out there. But yeah, so as I say, we're heavily in debt, and as a result, we're looking to try and bring in loan to buy deals. Now, I know this is irritating because there's a lot of the fan base out there that want us to put money down. But what money? We don't know how much is available, so therefore we can't criticise the club for not spending the money. I know both myself and Nikki from West Ham Fan TV have been asking questions for many, many years. I've been asking Hammers United to look at the accounts to find out what the hell's going on as well. You know, we have no money. I don't know what it's. I just say it's unjustified. It's unexplained why we're in so much debt. The accounts for the 1920 season doesn't reflect on how any particular reason why we're in this much debt, apart from admin fees, as I said on many occasions. I certainly said it in last week's video. We just need to have a bit of perspective here, guys. We know the club is run badly financially, regardless of how great the pre-season is looking and how great last season is, and how much I am looking forward to this coming season. You know, to get back out there amongst you guys, to watch the football with you, to chat with you face to face, hopefully with a few people. It'd be fantastic to do that. I'm really looking forward to this. But nevertheless, as a fan base in general, we need to have a bit of perspective. We have no idea where the money's gone. They need to tell us. We've been saying that for years. There will, of course, once the football resumes, there will be some. I'm sure there will be some more Hammers United protest marches, and of course, I will be straight there as I have been for the previous two. And of course, because there's a lot of frustration in the fan base, and quite rightly so. Our club has never been perfect. So, you know, we've had this problem for, what, 40 years? Under various different guises. We've never had the big money to improve the squad season after season. We never have done. So I don't really understand why a lot of people think we're like Man United of East London, or the Chelsea of East London. We're not. We never have been. We never will be, especially under these two owners. So a lot of perspective is needed. And when I say perspective, I mean exactly that. Because, of course, you need to understand the whole thing to understand why things have been... You don't have to agree with it. I don't agree with it. I've said it many occasions. I don't agree with a lot of the things that a club are doing. But it's beyond our control. We can make our voices heard, as this video is, and previous other videos and other platforms and other channels have been doing the same thing. It's not going to happen. West Ham don't give a shit about you and me. They really don't care. All they want is our open wallet. That's it. That's all. We're a cash grab to them. As I said about the retro shirts, for the, again, the retro influences of the brand new kits. You know, the prices that they're charging, affordable football on your fucking bike. Now, you know, and it's things like that I know a lot of people are doing it to get followers and likes and retweets and more people to follow them on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that sort of bollocks, right? But enough's enough. If a club wants to sell a player and we're going in with a loan, it's going to take time. You know, we're looking to try and bring in Mathis Pereira from West Brom on a loan to buy deal, round about the same sort of money that we spent on Ben Rama right about this time last year. Understandable. As I said, 2.5 weeks to go, trying to make some reinforcements. But we need a centre forward. I'm not asking for a big marquee signing because we can't afford that. Just need replacements. We need a replacement for left back. We need a replacement for centre backs. Bearing in mind, Ogbonna is out. Unfortunately, you know, we've still got there's still knee issues with King Arthur. Yeah, there's that on top of it. You know, plus, you know, we need a proper box-to-box midfielder. As much as I love Souček and the fact that he does that, we need an actual box-to-box midfielder that's going to sit in front of Dex and Soufal and Souček and all the rest of them. That, you know, stuff with Soufal's contract doesn't surprise me again because there's not a lot of money available. You know, we're not making any profit on any of the players we're buying. So when we sell them, so it's understandable that this is going to happen. It really is understandable this is going to happen. I'm just as pissed off as you that we've got 2.5 weeks left. We've got before the season starts. We've got just over, where are we? Just 4.5 weeks until the end of the season, end of the transfer window. That's more the time to start panicking in terms of how things are going to be. Nobody can predict the table, so we're not even going to go down that. You know, we tried it with the when the fixtures came out, but you know, this is the thing. We just have to have perspective, understand things from every point of view. It's the only way you get through life. It really, really is. Just because if you understand it doesn't mean you have to agree with it. So I don't agree with a lot of things, but I understand why the club are doing it. Which is why I'm always saying that this, you know, myself, this GSBOUT, which is I will be on any more Hammers United peaceful protest marches. I'll be straight there as I was for the previous two. I don't like the way that club is conning us in terms of, that's one of the reasons why I'm pushing the channel sponsor, because you can buy the same retro shirts for at least 10 to 15 quid cheaper than the club are selling them for. Same supplier. You know? But as I say, you know, as I said, this was a rant. And you're not going to see me swearing left, right, and centre because it's a modulated rant. I've done this too many times to repeat myself and angrily rant. You know, but as I say, with the fan base, we as a collective, and I include myself in this, we need to have perspective on things. We can't be knee jerk. Something changed, or we don't like it, right? Like, for example, this thing about the tickets, which is yet to be properly confirmed, that the tickets are going to be e-cards from next season, or this coming season, I should say. Totally understandable. That's how the way the world is going. You use Apple Pay, Google Pay. You know, you can use your Oyster card on your phone for certain things. You know, you can bung your card in there and you do it for your phone, that sort of thing. So, you know, there's obviously going to be the minority of those of over a certain age or with disabilities, whatever, that won't be able to use a computer or a mobile phone or a tablet, whatever, and likewise not have access to a printer. Yes, I think it's a bit cheeky that those guys have to go down to the ticket booth to get their tickets printed. It's a piss take. Another one on top of it. But I'm fed up with seeing this automatic knee-jerk reactions to anything without properly thinking about it. The majority of the people that are going to be going to games are going to be able to use that, no problem. Maybe a few little bugbears here and there with the app you got to use. I mean, I don't even know what app you got to use yet. We have to find out. It could be a QR code, it could be a barcode. I'm thinking more or less it's going to be a barcode, because if it's not, that means that the London Stadium has to upgrade its readers, because as far as I know, they're just barcode readers. So, you know, there's a lot of things you need to take into consideration about this stuff. I'm saying that any of this is right. You know, I know for a fact that when season ticket holders went from being ticket holders to card holders, all hell broke loose for a lot of people. We just didn't read about it because social media doesn't exist then. But I know a lot of people that weren't happy, that they liked having their ticket, well, and then they got used to having the card. Well, in that case, you have to get used to using it on your phone or printing it out somehow. You know, that's the way things go. And likewise, also with the COVID passport, it's a could at this point. Could have to have proof of a negative test within 48 hours prior to the kickoff, or be able to confirm that you have had the both doses. You know, there's a lot of people that don't want it. Totally understandable. But if you love West Ham, you can show proof you've had a negative test in the last 48 hours. If you love the club that much, you can do it. They're free. You go onto the government website, you order them. I got mine the next day. Bam. It's not hard to do. Really isn't hard to do. And this is what I'm saying about having perspective, is understanding and not just being an ignorant fuckwit that is literally just going to react to it just for the sake of it, without thinking things through. You just really, guys, seriously, I love you, everybody that watches this channel. I love every single one of you, even the non-West Ham supporters, the Chelsea supporters that come in every now and again, the Liverpool supporters that come in every now and again, even the Spurs guys, you know, John, the Newcastle supporter that comes in on a regular basis as well. You know, it's great to have everybody's perspective, but you've got to have your own at the same point. And just understand the world around you. You know, because life moves on, and unfortunately, if you don't move with the times, you get left behind in your class as a dinosaur, right? You know, we've criticised Allardyce for being a dinosaur. We've criticised Moyes for being a dinosaur on certain things. We've criticised everybody, every manager, to be about their tactics and dinosaurs and all that sort of stuff. Yet a lot of the fan base won't have the same level of thinking to bring themselves up to date with what's going on. Can't have it both ways, guys. You generally can't. And so there is nothing else really to talk about, because there's nothing else to talk about, quite frankly. There's rumours here, left, right and centre, as there always will be. The more closer the season gets, or the closer the end of the window gets, the more rumours come out, and there's more disharmony in the fan base, and it's blah, blah, blah. My reasons for GSBOUT is how the club is run. Not the team, how the club is wrong. I love how Moyes is getting the team together and sorting them out. You know, we'll talk about the pre-season, what's been good and what's been bad about that when all the pre-season games are finished. We will talk about that as always. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, guys, I really love hearing what you've got to say. I really do. I hope to see any of you in a couple of weeks' time it's literally a week and a half's time. For the Atalanta friendly. Come and say hello. It'd be nice to talk to you face to face. I'm sure I may see some of you down in Southend, because I'll be out in Southend on the Saturday night. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're thinking on this. You know, if you think I'm out of order from what I'm saying, let us know. If you think that you know I'm right in what I'm saying, let me know. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all about opinions, and nobody is wrong as a result of the opinions. But it is time to panic slightly, unless nothing happens within the next week or so. Yeah. In the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. Take care. Have some perspective. See the world for what it is. I said in the previous video, we need to take off the rose-tinted glasses. And people still need to do that. All the best now. Take care.